from Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. We are heading out to a new city of Fussen this morning as part of our Bavarian road trip. We're hitting up lots of high points in Bavaria over the next week or so, and we're taking you along as per usual. And today we have about 2.5–3 hours in the car from Rothenburg to Fussen. Fussen's kind of really just like a stop on the way.
It is. Like the main reason we're staying overnight in Fussen is so we can go see one of the most famous castles in all of Germany and quite frankly all of Europe.
Yeah, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. So we got to wake up early, go see that before we head to Garmisch-Partenkirchen for a little winter wonderland.
Yeah. So let's hit the road.
When the wind blows and the windows are closing, you let the world know what has been has been. There's no use in looking back, going back, wishing back. Cutting grass and chopping wood can be romantic. Sipping coffee under the apple tree is gentle manly. Well, you're a good man, quite the best man, a real fine man. When the wind blows and the windows are closing, of the mountains, a little bit of snow. Come on. Good evening from the beautiful, sleepy little town of Fussen, Germany. We took a beat, we got checked in and settled. I was having a little bit of like, just one of those moments where you're like, I just need to be alone. So Jordan went for a walk and got some groceries earlier and came back and was like, I'm taking you on a picnic. So sweet, I love him. So he's taking me on a picnic to cheer me up, and he's got some spot picked out. I'm pretty pumped about it. And on the way, we're supposed to see a bear, a frozen lake, frozen pond, and some mountains.
Birdhouses.
Birdhouses, and there's mountains already. Anyway, that's what I've been told. Let's go see.
What do we have here?
You're beautiful. Hi, puppy. The bear is a really big dog. I hope you aren't disappointed. It's the biggest floofer, you guys. Like, is that like a Bernese mountain dog or whatever? I don't know. Huge, big black fluffy dog. He gave us a little. That's about all we got, but he's real cute. Where's she? Birdhouse number 1. That's a nice one. As promised, frozen pond. Being from Texas, we don't ever see large bodies of frozen water, ever. It's
not frozen solid, but it looks pretty cool. It counts. I don't know why that's funny, but it's fun. Next?
Birdhouse.
Birdhouse. Isn't birdies live in there? Yeah. Birdhouses, like birdhouse art. Very cool.
To the left.
You did all this.
I did.
He's taking me on a hike. This is just a sneaky way to get me to go on a hike.
It's a picnic, not a hike. Maybe both. I just thought we really needed to be out in nature, you know? What's that up there on the hill?
If I could hear my father's
There's a castle.
voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal.
I should probably clarify, this is not the castle that we came all the way this way to see. We're gonna go there tomorrow. This just happens to be an old castle here in Fussen. That's by our picnic spot.
Knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. Ooh, I'm wishing that you knew. That I'm thinking about you.
Nothing is more motivating during a hike than having someone film your backside as you do it. Don't look slow. Don't look, you know, unfit. Keep going. Move it, move it. And that's what it's like being filmed while you hike.
Always hear you always say, time to laugh and time to heal. Favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn. Knowing
I
so
told Jordan I feel like we're on The Bachelorette or something. Very picturesque locale. A very feels like overly done set piece for two in the middle of a park, you know? It's nice. I'm ready to eat now.
Working for that rose.
Can all our videos just be you surprising me around the world and I just go along like this?
Sure.
Be like, oh, it's great. It'd be wonderful.
Alright, we have a smorgasbord of Bavarian picnic treats, and some not Bavarian. So, to start, we have Bavaria blue cheese with some crackers. We have brizzelli, big pretzels. Check these out. How cool. Figured it'd go really well with the beer. Look at these beers. So this one is a dark beer, the Dunkel. This one, I'm not sure, Edelbrau. I don't even know what both these are. I saw them and I'm like, we're gonna try them and we're gonna see if we like them. We have another cheese. This one, not even gonna try to pronounce it, but it looks and smells really good. And then I got this for Ashley. Kartoffel salad. It's German potato salad. Let's munch.
Cheers, y'all. Good morning from beautiful, quiet, peaceful Fussen, Germany. We woke up, we watched the sunrise this morning, y'all. Stunningly beautiful. We had some breakfast at the hotel, got checked out, and now it is time to head on to where we're going to. Fussen was really just a stopover on the way to today's activity, which is Neuschwanstein. That's my best German. Neuschwanstein Castle, like the big fairy tale castle that I am sure you have seen on Instagram. It's supposed to be like the inspiration for Disney's castle. I'm pumped. It is just nearby in the town of Schwangau. And so we're gonna pop over. I think it's like 10 minutes. You have to like park quite far away from the castle. So we're gonna get there early so we can pick up our tickets, because that's a whole thing in and of itself as well. And then start the hike up to the castle, where we're going to have about a half-hour guided tour, which I believe is the only way to see the castle because it's quite popular, so there's a lot of controls around it. But anyway, that's the plan today. I'm a little sad to be leaving this morning. It was truly like restful and quiet and beautiful here, like gorgeous. Anyway, let's get going.
Okay, so a couple logistics to actually get your tickets. It's a little bit of a process. You have to go online and reserve your tickets well in advance. They say a minimum of 2 days. I'd recommend do it a minimum 3 days before you ever get here. Then after you reserve your tickets, you have to come to this ticket office behind me, and you should be here a minimum an hour and a half or 90 minutes before your actual audio guide or in-person guided tour of the castle. We got here a couple hours, probably 2.5 hours before our scheduled appointment time. I just learned that our scheduled appointment that was at 11:25 was an audio guide. They bumped us up to the 10:05 time, which is an English in-person guided tour, so we're doing that as well. Also, where we stayed at the hotel, we got a Fussen card, which allowed us to get a €1 discount on these tickets per person. So we saved €2 for that. The total cost of the tickets was €31 for both people, including a service fee, which was a reservation fee. So we got it for 29 after subtracting the discounts. Also, it cost us €7 to park our car here. So if you're gonna plan to come here, book everything well in advance, show up really early, get your parking spot, get your ticket, so you can have enough time to go hike to the castle and enjoy your time here. Okay, we made it to the castle here. It took us about 30 minutes to walk up the ramp to get here on the side of the mountain. The views are amazing up here. The mountains surrounding. You can see a beautiful lake out in the distance by the town. It is also a very windy day. Like, filming here is extremely difficult, but that's okay. Also, we're about to go in our tour in about 10 minutes, and there's no filming or photography allowed inside, so we're not going to show y'all any of that. We'll see y'all when we exit the tour that we have, and then we're going to go to one of the bridges here, which gives you those iconic views of the castle. So we're going to do that next, and we'll see y'all there.
Just completed our rather quick walkthrough of Neuschwanstein Castle. It was beautiful. The interior was like exceeded expectations. The tour, like I said, it's real quick. We did a guided tour, but it still kind of felt like an audio because they do the little like microphone and speaker thing, but that's okay. It's just gorgeous. There's so much detail. Ludwig, the king that built this, the king of Bavaria at the time, was really into sort of ancient stories and Byzantine churches and just a lot of operas and sagas, and they're depicted just everywhere. Stories and like portraits of kings that were sainted. I get the impression he really fancied himself, like, you know, most kings think they're ordained by God, but like his was on like a next level. His bed, his whole bedroom really, but his bed in particular is this elaborate oak carving, like 4-poster with a canopy, and the top is all carved wood to look like the top of a Gothic church, and then the sides look like Gothic church windows. And like the metaphor there of him like resting, like being in the church as if he's almost like he's Jesus. I don't know. It was wild. Very beautiful. Totally worth the price, I'd say. Anyway, A+. We are now going to walk over to Marienbrücke, the bridge that gives you a beautiful view of the castle. Hopefully it's not too crazy busy, but we're gonna go check it out.
So if you're here, you can actually go tour 2 different castles. There's Neuschwanstein, which is the one that we toured, and there's also another one down closer to the main city here, Schwangau, which is actually the castle that King Ludwig grew up in. So if you want to and you have time, you can go see both of those. We can see it out in the distance, and it's actually really beautiful, but we're gonna keep making our way to the bridge.
That'll about do it here at Neuschwanstein Castle. The bridge was super cool, super crowded, but I felt like it was possible to get a little moment, like when you just stand against the edge and you could see the view really well, and it wasn't too bad. Towards the end, a lot of people were on it, and that's when I start getting the heebie-jeebies, so I was like, I'm out. But it was really cool, beautiful views. Highly recommend, and it's pretty sturdy. It's not the kind that like moves a lot, so if you have a heights thing, it wasn't bad. So anyway, now we're gonna go back into town, get some lunch, and head on to our next town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen. We'll see you there. There's a smack store over there. Look out, they're selling smack. This is like barely a trail. Looks like we'll have it all to ourselves.